This program is sponsored by Safe Life Experience Consult Limited. Contact them for all your travel and tour needs, as well as your events. This is the conversation with Augustus. Thank you so much for watching. Today we are going to look at the Anglican Centre in Rome with Very Rev Dr. John Shepherd, the director of the Anglican Centre in Rome. Kindly note that this interview was recorded in May 2019. I hope you enjoy it.
There are various ways in which we work together, and they are all dynamic and helpful. We work together at the level of a combined effort to address the big issues of the day: justice, homelessness, equality, those that affect all our countries. And I think that we work together very well with that, and His Holiness has set a good example, and our Archbishop is concerned for ecumenism at this level. So we work very hard on working together in terms of justice, equality, and so on. Then I think we work hard in terms of our worship. So divisions that may have occurred between us in the past are being discussed and, when I say overcome, we understand each other's different stances in relation to interpretations of theology, but we come together with our biblical studies. We come together in our worship. The big opportunities to come together, for example, has been when leaders of the various Sudanese people came over and we met, and His Holiness was very positive in the role that both the Anglican and the Catholic churches can play in bringing peace and stability and equality into the South Sudanese area. And that was a very positive meeting in the Vatican. The leaders came over and had a retreat. They worked together and discussed their differences, and with the blessing of His Holiness and the Archbishop of Canterbury, were able to go back and to look for ways to effect peace and give up internal fighting and dissonance. So there's one very positive outcome of us working together. So I think these are the areas that sort of taken over from any doctrinal discussions, really. I think this is where we are at one, very, very, very positive. And the other one is that other big area is in worship, because we're both striving to explore the dimensions of the divine, of how God can be with us as we worship together. And we both strive for that sense of transcendence that takes us out of ourselves and takes us to that other place where we could call it the worship of heaven, the beauty of holiness, the holiness of beauty. We actually find ourselves in another dimension of experience, that which is divine. And in our worship, we reach those, we achieve that in our own way. We do it somewhat differently, but our end is the same, to experience that which is out of ourselves. If I could go on, there's a very great theologian in New York called Alexander Schmemann, and he spoke of what he called the experience of the eighth day, the day out of time. So Christ rose on the eighth day, the day out of the ordinary. And 7 days represents the ordinary. The eighth day is the day of the resurrection. The eighth day is the day that is the day of another experience that is out of this world. So that in the Russian Orthodox Church, for example, the Mass begins and the deacon says, "It is time." And he doesn't mean, "Oh, the choir's running late and here we go, it's getting out of hand." He means that it is time to enter another dimension, the dimension of the eighth day, out of ourselves. And that's that experience of the numinous, as Rudolf Otto has it in his idea of the holy. That's that beyond ourselves. That can occur through the arts, through music, through poetry, through architecture, and through theology. That's the point of the scriptures, is to take us out of the ordinary into an experience of the divine. So I think these are the two big areas here. There's the social aspect. We work together to achieve the best, allowing people to get the best out of life, if you put it in a very simple way. Everyone's existence is value. People to draw the ultimate value out of their lives. That's what God has in mind for us all. And then there are pathways to God, and we do this through our worship, and we worship together. We do it independently, following our own varied myriad traditions, but then we also do it together to strive toward an experience of that which is divine. Yes, the Anglican Centre was set up to enhance relationships between the Anglican and Catholic churches. Were set up in 1966 by Archbishop Michael Ramsey and His Holiness, and they were very keen. They became very, very close, and the Anglican Centre was pivotal then for Anglicans to have a presence in the Holy City, and this is appreciated, that we are here. We represent the Archbishop of Canterbury and his interest in the coming together of all Christian people, and so we have a library there. We promote and facilitate Anglican studies and our Anglican take on things, and we invite scholars to come and speak and talk and have seminars. As well as the library, we have then services there, and we are a place of hospitality, and it is a good place to come together for people of all faiths. Very strong, very supportive, very, very strong. Ever since I've been here, there's been the utmost support and a desire to understand more of Anglicanism, our desire to understand more of the way that the church works here. Because we are one church. There are different aspects that we pursue independently, but ultimately we are all about making the presence and life of God, the divine, however we like to describe it, incarnate in our society. And so we set out to do that, and we recognise each other's contributions, we appreciate them, we learn from them, and we grow together in our understanding of God. We set out each day to sort of further our mission in this field. We have staff there and clergy who come and do courses which are very important. Pilgrims come to, and visitors, pilgrims come to stay at the centre and undertake courses of study and visit the Vatican and visit places of significance for the for the current church, based on the experiences of the early Christians here in Rome. Marvellous place to understand the beginnings of Christianity. And so we facilitate that. We encourage people to come from all over. They come to the centre, take part in courses and study programs and seminars. And it's for people who live in Rome, as well as people who will travel from afar, from the global south, from England, America, the British Isles, and Europe. So it's a real vibrant centre, energetic centre for people to come and worship and study. I think they will. The form in which it takes will be interesting. It would be lovely to be around when this happens. I think that the divisions in the church in the future won't be the divisions that happened to us in the 16th and 17th centuries. And I think where we sort of broke off into the denominations of Catholic, Anglican, Presbyterian, Methodist. I don't see these as the big divisions in the future. I think that if there are to be divisions, they'll be between the literalist fundamentalists and what you might call liberals, however you might like to define. It's a difficult word to define. I think they'll be the divisions of the future. Let's hope not. But if there are to be divisions, I think that it's more likely to be in that area, and that will cross over the boundaries of what used to be the denominational divisions. I think they will all merge. We have so much in common. I think what we do need to do is to get over what we all think is not so much the truth as our versions of the truth. We work toward a commonality of Christian experience, and that will prevail, and we will.
Kindly note that this interview was recorded in May 2019. The program has been The Conversation, and my name is Augustus Aikins. This program was sponsored by Safe Life Experience Consult Limited. Contact them for all your travel and tour needs, as well as your events.
He will come and take